Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Shanahan.
Thank you, Greg. And I guess it's appropriate to say Happy New Year because this is the first meeting, and wow, what an amazing group, a biggest crowd. I think of where we were right after COVID and where this has grown back to, and seeing everybody here, truly grateful. I'm grateful to be in business in the Rockland community. I feel connected, I feel inspired every day, and thankful to be an employer and a community member. But as we know, every person who's in business or in a leadership role has those mornings where you wake up and you just kind of have that pit in your stomach and you go, oh man, this is going to be a tough day, and there's things ahead that are challenging. Those don't happen very often for me, but when they do, I think, what am I not taking care of? I just want to review some things that over time I've learned as tips if you're in a leadership position, that when you have that pit in your stomach, probably one of these things is not in place. We need to have a clear vision, we need to have the right people in place, we need to have accountability, we need to be measuring what we're doing, and we need to be involved in our community. It's not supposed to look like that. Oh, you guys have a different view than me. JD, do you want to be my clicker? Oh, Andy's recording it. There we go. So we need to have a clear vision. Really important when we have a clear vision. When I started Lighthouse Window Cleaning, my vision was put food on the table for my kids. I had lost my job in 2008 and had 5 kids. My wife was just going back to nursing school, and I thought, I know how to wash windows, I'll put on a belt, which is what I did. And before I knew it, my vision was, okay, this could be a full-time job, and it became a full-time job. And then I thought, well, maybe I could expand and have employees. I could expand the type of things that we do. We do dryer vent cleaning, pressure washing, solar panels, window cleaning, of course. And we could expand the area. You know, we're in Rockland, but Rockland, Roseville, the greater Sacramento area is what we serve. Got to have the right people in place. Dave, when I was washing windows, Dave is my operations manager now, but he called me, he says, you looking for any help? I used to own a business in Eureka and I live in Auburn now. And I said, yeah, come on, I have a big house I'm doing today. And I was kind of new at this, and Dave showed up and I thought, oh, how's this gonna go with the new guy? And within minutes, Dave had the ladders off the rack. It was a really difficult house with super tall windows, and he's climbing up and down the ladders, and I'm thinking, Dave is a better window cleaner than me. This is great. And we've become, he's been a great partner in the business. Dave is now our operations manager 15 years later. Another key person is Michael Oakes, and he is my business coach. Our families have gone on camping trips for the last 33 years together every summer, and we get talking about work around the campfire. And so we meet every week and talk about shop. I call him the rudder and the guide, but Michael Oakes is here at our table, along with JD. JD was hired as one of our technicians, and he grew to oversee our dryer vent division, and now he runs our office and does our social media, things like that, things that I'm not good at. But it's good to surround yourself with people that are better than you, and get out of their way. Once you've got the people in place, you need to empower them. Give them the tools, give them the training, give them the coaching, and then get out of their way. I think that's one of the biggest things is, once you've got the right people in place, you got to trust them and get out of their way, and that really helps. The accountability piece is really important, and this is the one I think most of us kind of get hung up on. And we have these 4 different types of employees, and the ones that are easy to manage are competent and nice. But how much time do we spend with our competent and nice employees. We find ourselves in the other quadrants where we have the competent grump who really crushes your community, your culture in the company, but they're really good and they get more windows cleaned than everybody else, but nobody can work with them and it doesn't work well with other people. You have those people on your team, but those are one of those that pit in the stomach. I need to approach that, either hold them accountable or move them on. And then on the complete opposite of that is your incompetent nice guy, who is even harder to manage sometimes because, oh, they're so nice, I can't, they're just, everybody loves them, but with the incompetent nice guy, you're lowering your standards to that person rather than holding that person accountable. It's important that you take care of the metrics and measurement. Have things that you are measuring. Do you have a goal this month for what you're trying to achieve? One of our goals this month is 25 reviews on Google or Yelp. Hopefully that'll happen. We measure, manpower, results, total goals, but it's important to have those numbers. My bookkeeper, Margot, who I met at a chamber, I don't think she's here today, but I met at a chamber event. She says most people running a business don't know their numbers. They only look at their bank account to see if they can spend. And so it's really important to be able to watch your numbers, know your numbers. And now we get into kind of the heart of business. And it's the importance of our community. And this is amazing, the support that all of you have been to my business. And also, I think how many of the businesses here that serve us, when we talk about finding people that do things better than you and getting out of their way, those are really important. Be involved in our community. How many nonprofits are in this room right now? Get involved with a nonprofit. I know the Celebrity Waiter Lunch is coming, and I'd love to sponsor that. Julie Baird is here, so if you haven't connected with her, that's a great opportunity. Look for partners that you can do a gift certificate, a raffle prize, and some homework, because we're going to do our 7-minute introductions in a little bit. And think of a nonprofit that you want to 7-second. Thank you for the clarification. And I'm going to get the hook here if I don't wrap this up quickly. But this is important. There's a lot of nonprofits. Pick one today. When you go back in your car at the end of this meeting, make a donation. So think that little ways that you can be involved. Next time I'm going to have someone else be the clicker. Importance of family. All my family has been involved from my daughter when she was 14 years old was the person answering the telephones, and she did a great job. She's learned. All of my 4 sons have worked in the business. My oldest is still involved in the summers. He comes and helps. And more importantly than anything today, when we think about vision, we think about surrounding ourselves with good people, empowering them to succeed, holding them accountable, and being involved in the community. Robin, you embody that and inspired all of this group to be here together today. And 17 years ago, when I became a member of Rockland Chamber, it's a blessing. Your leadership and guidance is amazing. So thank you. John from Lighthouse Winterton.